National Football League. Brings us to the capital city of Colorado. Welcome to Denver and Empower Field at Mile High. Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go from Denver. Here's Darius Davis from his end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home. A run with Dobbins. And a good run there on second down. A pickup 7. It'll bring up 3rd and 3.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He'll tuck it and take off. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Oh, now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Dobbins, and that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Go. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. And he'll take it on in. Will Disley. Touchdown, Chargers. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Chargers will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here's Tremon Smith on the return. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
On the double. Down like a lawnmower, baby. Ready? Check go.
On the ground, this is Jaleel McLaughlin. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
On the ground, McLaughlin. Yeah. 12 more yards from him there, and another 1st down.
Starting to see a back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
A run now with McLaughlin. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I return to Denver after this. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And
pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Well, Mike, the other day we heard how the offensive coordinator wanted to start fast offensively, but here so far, it's been the pass rush and the defense who's gotten out to the quick start.
On fourth down, the Broncos send out Riley Dixon to punt. On the return for the Chargers, it's Darius Davis. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Herbert to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
That's to the right side and incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Herbert to the air again. That's to the tight end Hurst. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
He connects with Disley. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
One final throw before the break. That's going to be incomplete. They say no to the field goal, but that backfires. They're going to come away with nothing as this first half comes to an end. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I think we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Look at him go! And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
All right, so if you're going to be a kick returner in the National Football League, you need these two things. Balance, vision, and yes, speed doesn't hurt too much either. And all three of those were evident there. I mean, what a return that was to set his guys up, starting this drive inside the red zone.
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive. A run here. It's McLaughlin. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where.
And he will power his way into the end zone. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Broncos. Will Lutz now for the PAT. He gets it to go. And the Broncos will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. Here's Ladd McConkey to return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
You know, Mike, for a lot of guys in the league, the best way to make an impact as a rookie is through special teams. And anytime you can make yourself valuable, find a way to contribute, you do it. And that was a heck of a return right there.
Good blocking to the 15. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, L.A.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Makes the score, Chargers 14, Broncos 7.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Let's go now.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. The Chargers have it. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Herbert. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over. Now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
Here's a run. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, For him individually, not ideal, but right now...
Good blocking, and he's in. Justin Herbert, touchdown Los Angeles. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, there's nothing like a quarterback who can take a play that's not in the playbook and bring it to life and bring it to the end zone for a touchdown.
These are the most difficult plays for a defense to defend because you think you do everything right. You have all the receivers covered. You're able to force the quarterback off his initial spot, but sometimes you just can't teach athlete, Mike. And in this case, he said, all right, there's nowhere to go with the ball. I'm just going to tuck it and do it myself.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Nix to throw. And he's going to be taken down, a sack on what likely will wrap up play in this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll throw. It's Nix. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. They've got to find a way on 1st and 2nd down to stay ahead of the chains so 3rd down is not so daunting.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
So, all my years, here's one that you don't see often. The field goal team on 1st down.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So, Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now Nick's going to look to throw. And that ball intercepted. Asante Samuel Jr., just like his daddy did. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie